We are the Almeguin Community Hatchery Program. We are a walleye hatchery located in the municipality of Magnetawan in the Almeguin Highlands region of Ontario, Canada. Once we know that the walleye have returned upstream to our hatchery site to spawn, the busiest portion of our season begins, the egg fertilization phase. Our first task is to collect the fish that have accumulated in the net overnight, bring them into the boat, measure them, and determine whether they are males or females. The fish are then brought to pens by the dockside, keeping the males and females separate. Small batches of males and females are then brought into holding pens within our shelter to await fertilization of eggs. Eggs and milt are very gently collected from the fish and mixed together in order to fertilize the eggs. The walleye are then measured, weighed, and released back into the river. We use a feather for mixing. The eggs at this point are extremely fragile. In nature, freshly fertilized eggs become very sticky in order to attach to underwater features such as rocks or plants. However, when incubating eggs in an artificial environment such as our mobile hatchery, stickiness is undesirable, so the eggs are bathed in a clay substrate, which discourages them from sticking to one another. Allowing the eggs to bounce independently of one another within the hatchery during their development allows each egg to be fully oxygenated and avoids problems of contamination by bacteria and fungus that can occur in clumps of eggs. The clay solution is then rinsed from the newly fertilized eggs. During this time, the eggs undergo a process called hardening, during which their outer coverings become tougher and less fragile. Each batch of eggs is then brought inside the mobile hatchery to begin incubation. Incubation continues until the eggs begin to hatch in roughly 2 to 3 weeks' time. This entire procedure, from netting the fish to incubation of the eggs, occurs daily until we reach our predetermined quota or until the spawning run comes to an end, whichever occurs first. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll have a closer look at egg development, hatching, and fry release.